First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's the former Bear. Across the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, Ross. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Barkley. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. Touchdown, Bears! Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A read option. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play them and come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different...
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Now Barkley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a line first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ross. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Off the play fake. Ross. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Bears' 11-yard line.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. St. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cooper, the man in motion right. To throw on 3rd down, Barkley. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds McCoy. He's across midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now he'll try to run with this. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
On 2nd down, Montgomery.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Lions at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Ross on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ross. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barkley. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Barkley. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable for Lockett. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Here now, 2nd and 4. Off play action. Ross. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Looking to throw. Ross. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Gibbs straight ahead. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. To throw is Ross on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Ross. It's Williams on the catch. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Ross throwing on first down. And he is dropped. Though we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Ross now on 1st and 10. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Ross. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first down, Barkley. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Right. Ready.
On second down, they'll run it here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first. To think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Barkley. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. That'll give them 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Barkley. His throw incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Barkley. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Looking to throw. Barkley. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Barkley. And this is going to be incomplete.
expected fourth down here.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. From the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Looking to throw. Ross. He finds his man complete. It's McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Ross. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ross. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's Ross, throwing again. He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Piñeiro now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery.
2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. And Gibbs has it. Room here to run. Nifty move. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 27-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Ross. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Ross. He finds his man. Complete. That's McCoy. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Ross. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Patterson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Let's go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Barkley. He'll check this down to Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 57 yards. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Now Ross throwing to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ross. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards.
That's good for the Lions. First and goal at the 40-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Ross. He's got it. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Sam Laporta from 4 yards out. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and that's an early opportunity, or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning. So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Powers through it, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
2nd and 11 now.
Red. Cycle. Ready.
Back to throw. Barkley. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Let's go now.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Barkley. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films. They came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here's 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Here comes 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Back to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's McCoy. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here it is, 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This is Barkley. His own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Barkley. Incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about